Being lonely is something all of us experience. It's part of our universal human journey, at least for most people. I realized that in the past few months, or maybe even this year in general, I have felt, at times, deeply lonely. Whether it's by physical circumstances being away from home, or even now when I'm back at home and surrounded by familiar sights. Sometimes uni has felt like a series of mouse moments of eating by myself, having thoughts echo only in my own mind, and being detached from the world around me. Recently, one of my sisters left for further studies in the UK, and my mom flew up to visit her. I was living truly alone for the first time ever in Singapore. And after 22 years on this earth, I still might not have the solutions to when you feel isolated and empty. But here's how it looked like, and a couple of lessons along the way. I have been in office the whole day, obviously, but I just got back and now it is my mission to make dinner. Now, life in Singapore alone is different from life in Netherlands alone. If you watched any of my exchange vlogs, you know, this is my mom's house, really, so it's just a lot harder to like come up with my own recipes and stuff when there's like a lot of stuff that's already at home that I'm not sure how to use. But generally before my mom goes anywhere, she makes like a batch of like ready-made food so that I can just kind of reheat it up, which is really great, and like it honestly helps so much, because otherwise it would be really difficult to like have to cook everything. So she had a lot of leftover pasta sauce and I'm just gonna reheat some of it, make some new pasta and add in veg so that I don't like die of constipation. I'm also making more broccoli and more pasta than I normally would because I'm going to bring them to school tomorrow, I think, as a packed lunch. My mom put beets in this tomato sauce, which is why it looks really like scarily extra red, but it actually tastes really good. It adds like some kind of sweetness to it. And I've just got brock on the side. I started off today really early because I have an 8 AM tutorial like once every 2 weeks for art history, and it also happened to be a presentation tutorial today. Anyway, I had to get up really early for that at like 7 AM, but I am here in the library now, one of NUS's quieter libraries. I really like it here. I'm just spending the time here doing up work also, and I've also been having meetings. Later on, I'm going to go meet Janice for dinner and catch up, which is all the way at Yale, NUS.
I know, exactly.
They really did the whole bag.
Exactly. It's very wanty. Yeah.
I forgot what it's like to have like, I don't know,
Showcases.
I guess school events.
Yeah.
Like recently I've been going to dance concerts.
Oh yeah, you told me that day, right?
Yeah.
You went to NUS too.
Yeah. So it's like getting back into that vibe. But I forgot what it's like to like a college-based event, like within our senior.
It made me realize like what good sport can do. Like now I feel like it's such a healing activity actually. I feel like a lot more confident, a lot more able to trust people, and a lot more forgiving of myself as well.
I'm with Janice now in her room. Okay, I will ask you a question.
Okay.
How would you rate this semester so far?
That's a hard question.
It's just
maybe
maybe
like a 7.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
Okay, reasons why it's a 7.
Co-curricular activities would be fun.
I see.
In senior year, I feel like I care a bit less, and like school's a bit more like, I don't know. I just like say whatever I want in class.
True that. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like as a year 4, I class part slut like way more in a don't care way.
Yeah. Sometimes like I'll just say an unfinished thought. I don't know. And then like, I'm just like, I don't care.
I feel, yeah, it's just like vibes, you know? I don't even say anything intelligent, I'll just whack. Whereas my year 1 self would be quaking, and then I don't say anything in the end.
Correct.
At least now I quake and like I just say stuff that I want to say.
It's strange yet completely understandable that we can feel loneliness while being around people, especially when it's like you're just a face in the crowd. And it can be such a frightening thing to have that sensation of being unknown or unseen. But I think one thing that's so important to connecting to people is creating intimate spaces with friends. And that can only happen with being able to be vulnerable with people, even when it's hard and we cringe away from it because we don't want to seem weak or burden others. But I felt always a little more seen in the times I'm able to open myself up to friends and really talk about what's been bothering me. And when in those spaces we allow for sadness, sorrow, anger, and all that we feel alongside happiness, fun, and more lighthearted conversation. So I'm so grateful for my soul friends who let and encourage these intimate spaces of sincerity, truth, and love. And I think maybe we forget that it takes the first step of being vulnerable to continually create those spaces and these connections.
I just got back home from yoga. You're allowed to have phones in the studio-ish, but they always make you turn it off and put it on silent when the class actually starts. It was a hot, slow, basic class, I think, at Yoga Movement, which is one of like the bigger yoga chains in Singapore. It was fun to try out. Generally, I prefer going for like a power class or something that's a bit more fast-paced or like that engages the core a bit more. But it's a good session for yoga beginners, I'd say. The hot aspect of it, like the heated panels, make it feel a bit more, I guess, shook, because like then you'll sweat more than you actually would and you feel like you're getting a good workout in. It's already 11. It's already 11. It's pretty late. I still need to shower and start work. Luckily, I don't have anything extremely early on tomorrow like I did today with my 8 a.m. class, which I was very late for. So one of the things that has been really bothering me is that I feel my nights are just so occupied now. I don't have a chance to do things for myself or like wind down, you know, just relax at night because I'm trying to get things done. Or even if I'm like not doing work, of course, there's a lot of nights where I'm really just not doing anything, which is very normal, but I feel guilty for it and I don't like that at all. It doesn't help that having like very real deadlines means that it's not just in the mind, like I do actually have to finish off some things. But I think getting rid of that feeling of like I'm not doing enough during my free times when I don't need to be doing anything is like what I want to be at. I still need to do the dishes from this morning. I washed the clothes over the weekend, so they're actually drying. I need to fold them, but I cannot do it today. So that's in terms of household stuff. But first, I'm gonna get clean. Actually, I have decided that I'm going to wash the dishes first because I know that if I don't and I go and shower and I get comfy, I'm probably not gonna do it. So I'm gonna do them right now. Everything is fine and I'm living alright till somebody brings me down and tells me that I'm different now. I'll always be the way I always am. I also want to make a bowl of overnight oats because I went grocery shopping on Shopee the other day. I'm tired of eating like bread for breakfast, so I'm gonna make myself a bowl of overnight oats so that I can enjoy it tomorrow morning.
Speak to you every day, but each word we spoke, the wind blew away.
It's now about 1:30 a.m. and I decided that I'm just gonna go to sleep because I need to sleep. It's been a really long day, but it was a pretty good one. When I'm the only one at home, I don't like the silence that it brings, so lately when I've been going to sleep, I've been putting on a podcast. Like any podcast will do, I'll just put it in the background so that I fall asleep to it, and I set a sleep timer on Spotify so that, you know, it shuts off after a couple of minutes. I was reading a Stephen King book yesterday called, I think it's Different Seasons. Different Seasons, it's a collection of 4 of his novellas, and they're really, really good, but they're a bit too creepy for me tonight. Just not feeling the horror, so I'm gonna scroll through Twitter. I don't love it, as in I don't love doing it, but I think it'll help with like making me more calm tonight, because I am feeling a little bit anxious. Not severely, but just a little bit. I don't want to like aggravate anything. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scroll Twitter and then I'm gonna sleep, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.